Let's now return you to our main story on Aljazeera this news hour, and that's the situation in the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo. As we've been reporting, the rebel fighters from the M23 groups have started pulling out of towns captured from government troops in the east. Joining us right now is Jeansy Kazadi. He's a specialist in development issues in Central Africa and is a lecturer at the University of East London. Thank you very much, Jeansy, for speaking to us. How do you read this latest development, the fact that M23 have started to withdraw from some areas in the east, not Goma just yet, even though none of their demands seems to have been met by the Congolese government? What do you think is going on here?
Thank you, first of all. What's going on is M23 are just the puppet which are being used. That they are not the one deciding this. They are being used by a plot between Kabila, Kagame and Museveni. These three presidents are the ones who have decided. We don't know what type of agreement they have reached last week. Then the decision was taken last week to withdraw. All those puppets who are on the ground are just following instructions for their masters. Who are
you
Kabila,
say they're following instructions, but what is the ultimate goal?
Please come again.
You say they're following instructions from Kinshasa, from Kabila, from Kagame in Rwanda, but what ultimately is the goal here then?
The goal is to reach the balkanization of Congo, and that's the idea these three are plotting about. They want to balkanize Congo, the east part of Congo. That's why they are trying to put the indigenous Congolese in a very, very bad situation whereby the population is running away, leaving the area, and that area will be filled up by the so-called Congolese refugees who are in Rwanda. But effectively, the Rwandese who will be pushed into Congo. And later on, at a later stage, these people will call for a referendum because Congolese will be no longer majority in those areas.
We're also hearing reports, sorry to interrupt you, but we're also hearing reports that fighters from Congo have crossed into Rwanda, and this is coming from the Rwandan government. In fact, renegade fighters have crossed into Rwanda. So what is going on as far as that is concerned, and how worrying is that situation?
For us, it's not worrying. It's just one of the many plots orchestrated by Kabila, Kagame, and Museveni. And it's quite surprising that only when Goma is taken, that's when so-called Congolese fighters are crossing to Rwanda. Where are they coming from? We know that all the rebellion, all the invasion done on those areas have been orchestrated by this plot.
So where does this leave then the UN force in Congo, in the east of the DRC? We saw that they stood by when the M23 rebels entered and captured Goma. Do they still have a role in the DRC, the UN mission?
The UN mission came to Congo under the mandate which is clear. And then if we go back to the resolution 2053, which was approved on the 27th of June this year, and it's clear in that resolution that the security of the Congolese territory is part of the government of Congo. But look at what's happening. The government of Congo, the president of Congo, Kabila himself, is plotting against Congo. And now, the big problem is how do we want the UN force to be fighting and protecting Congolese while the commander-in-chief is pulling his army out of the ground. So it's not we can't blame UN. The person to blame is Kabila. Kabila is very incompetent. He can't rule that country, and then he's just proving to us that he's got a very, very big dilemma between serving his adoptive country and serving his biological country, which is Rwanda. Sure. Now, he doesn't know where to put his head. That's the confusion in Kabila's mind at the moment.
A lot of confusion as far as the situation in the DRC, not just on the Congolese side, of course, but also as far as what the intentions of the rebel M23 are. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Jeansy Kazadi joining us there live from London. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.